Hello everyone, I'm China and welcome to my channel and my first plan with me video. I am a little nervous to record this and upload it, but I thought this would be a fun way to keep track of my decorative and functional planning journey, and I hope that you join along with me. Today's video, I'm going to be planning for the next week ahead, which is September 5th through October the 1st, and my Happy Planner Mini that I use as a catch-all. And when I say catch-all, I really mean catch-all. I am a one planner girly, so this Happy Planner that I have in this Moturn cover, I put personal plans, work plans. I do some memory keeping in this as well. I'll probably film a little setup video if this one goes well to post in the future. But yeah, this is what I use. I did a lot of planner hopping between April of this year and now, and this is the planner that works for me. So I'm currently using an undated Happy Planner Mini. So in the planning portion, you'll see me date the pages, but I am filming this video on September 24th. So the first day of fall was yesterday. So my plan for the spread this week is to do like a welcome hello fall spread. This will be my first fall weekly spread of the season. So the sticker books that I'm going to use today will be the Squad Life sticker book. This one came out in 2018, so it's a little older, but I really love these girls and the dogs in this fall section, so I'm going to use this. For boxes, I have this Rainbow Colorful Boxes Mega Sticker Book, and I'm mostly going to be sticking in this brown palette here to match the stickers in the Squad Life book. And then I also have this Fall and Winter sticker book from Recollections that I purchased last year, and they have some nice fall colors, and mostly interested in these fall quotes here. So I am going to do a voiceover for the planning portion. Planning for me is kind of my way to reset and get ready for the week ahead. And I want to make sure the process is still pretty organic and not have to worry about like what I'm saying. So I am going to put the voiceover over on, and we will get started with the plan with me. To start off the spread, I am going to grab a September month sticker from the Happy Planner Flower Notes and Boxes Mega Sticker Book. This book I really love because it has a bunch of letters such as meetup, pickup, drop off, as well as days of the week stickers and some months of the year stickers. So it's really helpful when using an undated planner. Right now I am grabbing the Agenda 52 Numbers and Days sticker book, and this is where I'm going to grab some numbers so that I can date the top of the page with. It's taking a bit of time, but you'll see right now that I am dating from the 25th to the 1st. And while I am dating, I will take this time to do a little intro to myself. I have been planning for most of my life, but I've only been decorative planning for about a year and a half now. It was introduced to me by a friend who started bullet journaling. She was doing some really great artwork, and I tried a little bit, and just the open-ended format of the bullet journal, it like broke my brain. So I grabbed a Happy Planner, and that is when I first started grabbing sticker books and started decorative planning, and I have been hooked ever since. I love the balance of being functional but also adding stickers to be creative as well. So my motivation for this spread actually comes from a video by Planning with Bumble. She created a spread, I believe, for one of her patrons last fall, where she used the middle section to create a fall scene using the Squad Girls. So I'm going to do something very similar, and I am using a Jelly Roll white gel pen to white out the black lines in the center box. That's where I'm going to create my scene. and I am still trying to work on a format that works best. The good thing, I guess, about planner hopping is that you can figure out real easily what works for you and what doesn't. And from my planner hopping, I realized that I do need something that's in a small size, but I also need my plans, since I am fitting work, personal, and memory keeping all in one tiny spread. I know I'm asking for a lot. I need things to be very orderly and compartmentalized on my spread. So I've been watching a lot of The Scrappy Wife over here on YouTube, and I will provide a link to her page as well as Planning with Bumbles in the description box, as well as any of the materials that I use here. But I love how in her personal planner spreads, she puts all of the events that she and her family has at the top of the page, and then she uses to-do lists either in the middle or the bottom and uses the rest for decor. So I'm going to do something very similar where I'll have my scene in the middle. I'm going to use the top for boxes where all of my meetings and plans will be for the week, and then the bottom you'll see I will add some headers for to-do lists. So to start my scene, I'm going to take some of this grid washi that I got from a pack off of Amazon, and I'm going to rip it in half and then use this to create the ground essentially for my scene. I'm using my X-Acto knife to cut off the excess pieces and make a really nice straight line. And next, I am going to start creating my fall scene with the squad girls. So I had this little scene in my mind, and I'm going to place this girl here on Saturday and Sunday. And I typically don't have too many plans on the weekend, so that's usually where I get a little bit extra with my decorating. I'm going to continue to white out some of those lines so that it doesn't show through the sticker. And then I'm gonna go and add some dogs. And this book is really cute. The Squad Girls book had these dogs and these little mushrooms and some leaves. So you'll see that I am going to start adding those there into the center. Apologize if you hear some extra noise in the background. I have a 11-year-old Boston Terrier who needs all the attention, and she just settled down to cuddle with mom. So if you hear some scratching or some snoring in the background, it's her, and I apologize. So yes, I put this little golden retriever down and some mushrooms. I am going to take some of the mushrooms from this existing sticker, cut them out with my X-Acto knife, and I'm going to place them down. You never have to use stickers the way that they are in the book. So, I always cut them out to fit my needs. And then I'm going to pop some of these flowers in and just try to create a little landscape on top of my washi tape ground here in the center of my spread. I did try to speed this video up a little bit. This was a pretty long planner session for me. It took about an hour, which is okay. When it's your hobby and it's something that helps set you up for the week, you definitely want to take your time to plan. So I'm adding this little poodle to the other side here, and I'm just using a basic pair of tweezers. They're not craft tweezers at all. I think I grabbed them from the beauty section at CVS, and they serve my needs just fine to help get some of these smaller stickers off of the page. I'm going to put this tiny little pug down so that these dogs can be enjoying their fall time at the park. And again, I'm gonna just do some sticker surgery and cut out more of these mushrooms so that I can place them on the spread in between these dogs and continue making my scene. So yeah, this is my first Plan With Me video. I guess in my mind, I thought maybe it would hold me a little bit accountable if I started to film these videos. The amount of planner hopping that I did this year is kind of out of control. And I'm hoping that if I can stay consistent with one planner and kind of film that process, it will help me stay motivated to stay in one planner. I know that I say this, we'll see how that goes, but the beginning of this year, I was in the Happy Planner Mini from January to April, and it worked really, really well. And then I started watching videos, and I was on Instagram, and I saw everyone get their spring planners. There was a Hobonichi launch, Happy Planner did a launch, everybody was launching. And you just find a reason to be unhappy with what you have and all the what ifs. And that's really, really great. And it's really nice to try out different things. But this planner serves such a big role in my life. It's so functional for me that I need to be consistent with my planner. There was a period of time, I think probably around June, because I was planner hopping so much, I was missing appointments. I showed up late to a hair appointment. It was a bit of a mess. So sometime around, well, actually I'll say 3 weeks ago, I just did a little bit of reflection of when I was really happy with my planner, and that's when I was in the Happy Planner Mini. It's the perfect size for me. I love how neutral the pages are, and I can customize them any way I want, and it allows me to decorate and also be functional at the same time. So while I was ranting, I took a Hello Autumn sticker from that Recollection sticker book, and I cut it in half so that I could put it across horizontally on the page. And now I'm taking this Fall into Fall sticker from that Squad Girls book, and I'm going to put that over top of the dogs and next to the Squad Girl in that scene. And it is a little bit long. That is the one thing with the mini, just trying to figure out how to utilize classic size stickers, but there's always a way to make it work. And I think it adds some interest to the page as well. So I just cut off with my X-Acto knife some of the pieces that were overhanging here, and it fits just perfectly. So now I'm going through, and on the sticker sheets there are these tiny leaves, and I wanted to put them around the scene to make it look like the leaves were falling in that little area where all of my decor is. And I'm really happy with how this entire spread came out. Sometimes things don't always go how you have planned in your head, but sometimes they end up better than you thought they would. So I'm fitting, again, some of the leaves around. You're going to see me, again, do some more sticker surgery so that I can make the leaves fit. I'm also adding these flowers as well, and just kind of filling in that space to wrap up this portion of my spread. Stealing some leaves from the girl and her dog on the bicycle, and then I'm going to cut these in half and put some on the left side of the spread and then some on the right. So now I'm pretty happy with how that came out. I think it's a great way to start the official first full week of fall in my planner. And now it's time to get to the functional part. So I'm looking at this sticker book, and I know I want to use these header stickers from the book, but I'm not quite sure yet what colors I want to use. So you'll see me kind of flipping back and forth and deciding if I want to add them now or later. So I decide I'm gonna do my functional boxes first, see what my color scheme is looking at, and then I'll come back and add headers for my to-do list for the bottom. So I'm pulling out these pages that I think that I'm going to use. I don't mind pulling out pages in my sticker books at all. As you can see, they're heavily used and highly destroyed, but it just makes it easier for me to plan without flipping, especially with the mega books. They're so large. Flipping through to see if there's anything else. I grab this page, but I actually don't end up using it at the end. And the way that I like to put my boxes down is I make the function work for me rather than the decor work for my function. So I'm going to cut a little bit of piece from this circle sticker and place that down on the spread to kind of make it look like that circle is coming out from the side of the spread. And I'm going to use that to put some of my plans. So I only put boxes down where I have plans. I do try to balance my spreads so that they look, very nice and appealing to the eyes, but it's function first for me when it comes to my boxes. So I'm going to add another sticker here and try to cluster it with this small box. And I really do like these boxes. They fit perfectly in the space for the mini. So I'm going to add this box here. On Tuesday, I have a meeting and then I have an appointment in the afternoon, and I do try to add the boxes in a way that makes sense kind of going to the day. So if I have a meeting in the morning, I'll put that meeting up top, and then if I have an outing with some friends at the bottom, in the evening, I will put that box at the bottom. So I'm starting to make a little cluster here with these boxes, and I thought maybe I would put this little skinny box somewhere, but it just didn't really fit, and I'm gonna put it back on the sheet. I'm not gonna use it. I tried to make it fit though, but I'll end up using those small square boxes and the small circles for the rest of the spread. So I like this one better. I'm gonna cut off the bottom to kind of make it look like it's coming off of where my little scene is, and that is going to be my little cluster there. And I'm going to do something similar again according to my schedule on the left side of the spread as well. I find that it's better for me to leave more space in my spreads than to kind of fill it up and not leave a lot of white space. By the end of the week, I end up feeling very restricted in what plans I can add. So having less decor for me in the beginning of the week always ends up allowing more space. And then as the week goes on, I'll add some stickers with each day. I get in touch with this planner every day. You'll see later that I add habits to the sidebar and a running weekly to-do list. And I'm just checking in with this planner every day. It's very important for me. One thing that I also add on each day is I do like to track my steps. I walk to work, and it just helps me kind of see what my activity level is. So in those white spaces that you see on the top, I do also plan to fill in how many steps I've done for the day. So I'm adding some more boxes and cutting the circles again, and I really like how this is coming out. It looks very nice, but it's also very functional and fitting the needs that I have. So I am going to cut this side off of the box, but you'll see in a bit I'm going to put it back because I end up adding another circle for Sunday, and it looks better to have that box full. So I hope everyone is having a good day, and I love fall, so let me know in the comments if fall is your favorite season, and if not, what is your favorite season? My plan for this week is to try to indulge in all the fall goodies. I love pumpkin things, and I'm going to try to get a pumpkin spice latte, a pumpkin muffin, pumpkin bread. I'm here for all the pumpkin things. So I'm really excited about fall. It's one of my favorite seasons. On Sunday, the 1st of October, you can see I added a church sticker, and I got these from Planner Kate. And now I'm going to start adding some header stickers to the bottom section of my page. So I decided that I'm going to go with this green color. I just wanted to add a contrasting color since there was a lot of brown with the washi, and also with all those brown boxes. I did want to bring in a different color and a little bit of interest to the page. Since the headers are a little long, I'm going to use my X-Acto knife to cut off those edges that are overlapping. I am going to end up moving this sticker, and in hindsight, I didn't even really need to, but it worked out anyway. And now here, I'm trying to decide what color I want to go with. I didn't want to do brown because I already had enough brown on the page. And then I didn't know if I wanted to add this mustard color. And then you'll see I'm going to pick up a pink sticker because maybe that'll look better. So this is all part of the planning process, and I'm trying the pink, and then I do the pink and the yellow next to each other to see. And honestly, I think both of these colors would have worked, but I end up going with the mustard color to stay in with, to me, is a traditional fall spread. So again, I'm going to cut off these overlapping edges. And then I realized that I didn't want to have two to-do stickers next to each other. That was just a little thing that was going to bother me. So I switched the kind of mustard color and the green color around. And I decided to do kind of alternating days with the header. So not every day is going to get a header sticker. I will be making my to-do list in the bottom. And then this is where I'm like, well, I can use the remember sticker, but the remember sticker is a little too long. But I'm going to trim the edges, and it is going to hang over a bit, but that's okay. It's my planner and everything will work out. Then I'm going to end the week with this green sticker here, and I'm really hoping that this layout works. This is the first time that I'm doing decor in the middle, all of my functionality at the top, and then my to-do list at the bottom. I love to-do list. It's the reason why a vertical planner works best for me. I do think this layout will work, and I will have to show an after the pin. So I'm really pleased with how everything is looking so far. Now I'm going to start working on my sidebar. So I'm going to add this to-do sticker in the sidebar. I put it down kind of gently at first because I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it, but it ends up staying there. And then I have this check it off checklist sticker, stencil, from the Happy Planner. And I'm going to use this to put some squares. I don't use the lines in this. I had tried before, and again, I felt like very, very restricted when I use the lines. So what works for me is to just draw the boxes on days that I know that I need to have these. And then I don't know if you can tell, but I actually cut this stencil in half so that it would fit in my mini, and I carry this with me. I just snap it in to the planner, and as each day goes on and I need to add more things to my checklist, I will add the squares to each day. So that's why you just see headers on the days in the bottom quadrant and no checklist. But I do add them to my sidebar. What I like to put there in that section are tasks that do not have to be done on a specific day. So folding laundry, cleaning the bathroom, dropping off mail, those things that I can do anytime in the week. I like to put underneath that green flag. And in the top portion of my sidebar, I always put a habit tracker. So I do this, I like flip the page and I do this horizontally. I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit here. I'm using a ruler to draw some straight lines, even though they don't really come out too straight, but that's okay. Here to make my habit tracker, and I have Monday through Saturday up at the top, and I'm just going to write in the habits that I'm doing. Things that I like to track are my planner no spin, which LOL, I purchased that Moterm cover 2 weeks ago. I was supposed to be on a no spin for September, and we see how that went. But it's the thought that counts, and just tracking how much I'm spending on planner stickers and planners and how often. I'm really trying to minimize some of that. I also like to read, so I track my reading. I track taking my vitamins. My dog gets a little vitamin as well since she's 11. I track that, and then I also try to read a scripture every day. So those are the habits that I track. And now I'm actually going to go in and plan some of the events that I have that are not sensitive information that I can't share. So I have a counseling appointment at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. So I'm going to write that in. I'm using a Muji 0.38 pen here to write in. And then one way that I indicate the times in like bold to really stick out to me when I have an appointment is using a Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen to make the times that my appointments are really, really bold. So I'm just going through now, like I said, and putting some appointments in. And yes, my goal for the rest of this year is to just try to find a planning style and a planner that I can stick with. I know that these things change, but I think compartmentalizing my events and appointments from my to-do list and making the times of appointments really bold will help me out, making sure that I stay organized and that I stay on schedule. So I'm wrapping up. I'm just adding in the time of a work meeting. I'll add more detail when I'm offline. I have another work meeting here that I'm going to add in. And I just wanted to show this portion to show how I actually am planning and using this spread. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. I'm gonna kind of reinforce that black line where I put that circle, and I think we're all finished. I'm really, really happy with the spread. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video.